Hey guys, and welcome to the first true episode of JDTV. This is going to be a video where I talk on my way to putt as I play. Anyway, I was thinking back to old videos I've watched and even some YouTube videos that have helped me think about the videos I've made. And there's one video in particular that I was a little too hard on with a certain topic. And it made me want to do this video to kind of work my way back to it. And this video is years old by now. It's one of the first videos I ever made talking about Pokemon Sun and Moon, saying that it sucks. No, my opinion has not changed. I still believe that Pokemon Sun and Moon is garbage. Well, I shouldn't say garbage. It's recyclable trash. Because there are worse seasons of Pokemon. Is by far not the worst season of Pokemon to ever come out. That honor belongs to Black and White Season 1. When it was Ash just rebooted as a dumbass. Sun and Moon. Okay. When I had made the first video of Sun and Moon, it was still the newest season of Pokemon. And even Under the Alola Moon's version of the show had just come out. And also, it was impossible to find the show. Because here's how it works for me. Growing up Pokemon, I never streamed anything on Tonight or anything like that. The way I watched Pokemon was season new episodes was Saturday morning on Cartoon Network. That's how I got Pokemon. Else, especially when it came to X, Y, Z. Or not even Z, just X and Y. I just wanted to ask if there's people like on the car or talking to my studio. When it came to X and Y, I actually remember looking up the 2 episodes, because that's when I was small, in my opinion, with this. They premiered both the new episodes on both Cartoon Network, which in my opinion was a great way. It's like a teaser in one episode. X and Y debuted both of its new episodes. Both beginning episodes of X and Y. And it got to me, and it's the first time I've done something like this. Looking at any footage or anything from these episodes, because X and Y, Black and White, okay. I can truly admit, and it's always said, Black and White is the worst Pokemon series ever. I still watched it on the Sonic, and I still watched every episode on Cartoon Network every year. Problem. It just... Pokemon shows are done. It made me want to skip the show. Since I was in elementary school, I had been a Pokemon fanatic. Yeah, I was probably a little older than most people, right? And I did not grow up originally with the show. So, but I have binged every episode of every season, and Black and White was still a thing. So yeah, I have fond memories of watching the show, but I can truly say it was the worst season. Movies were pretty fine though, except for the weird double thing they did with Pokemon Rescue and Pokemon Zekrom. They just did the same movie, just a different legendary is under the control of the bad guy, and I was just teaming up with the other. I get the gimmick of Black and White. It was weird. Now, when X, Y, and Z finished, when it was truly the last show, I was saying even back then, this is Ash's best shot. Just end the show here and do a time skip. Because you can't get better than this. At least I was defending. And then the poster for Sun and Moon came out with Ash doing the Z pose, and I hated it more than anything at the time I could hate. I never thought it was possible to make the most badass 10-year-old look like an idiot more than he has. I didn't think it was possible to make Ash fucking Ketchum not look cool. Sun and Moon did that. Sun and Moon somehow was able to make it where Ash looks like an idiot. I'm gonna miss this light, I just know it. Hold on a sec. Can I get it? Yeah, I missed it. Damn it. But yeah. That first poster art of Pokemon Sun and Moon, it just looked terrible, man. I don't like how Ash looked. I don't like how the rest of the characters actually were fine because they were based in that show. They never had a previous incarnation. But the problem is, with Ash especially, they brought back Brock, and they brought back Misty. And their redesigns looked normal. But yet Ash just looks so dumb. I don't know what they did. With the way he's acting, like truly like a damn fool. I know some fans have headcanon, and I now convince this myself as canon just because it's better alternative than just saying that Ash got reset back to season 1 idiocy. Kinda. They headcanon that after Kalos, which had probably some of that, there was trauma with Ash that wasn't, well, okay, it's on par to Diamond and Pearl's trauma. Because as far as I can really remember, Diamond and Pearl and Kalos are the only seasons of Ash Ketchum where he had trauma and world-threatening incidences outside. And I don't mean like what happened in Hoenn with Team Magma or Team Aqua, where just one trying to have the terrain war and shit like that. I'm talking the world will be destroyed. Not just frozen over, destroyed. Team Rocket is a gang, and the most traumatic things that happened to Ash and Kanto and Johto happened in the movies. Hoenn had some crazy shit happen to Ash and Hoenn, again with Magma and Aqua. But again, that's the most it. And then we had Pikachu taking control of Kyogre. Or not Kyogre, Groudon. So yeah. Then came Sinnoh, where again, movies in Hoenn, the most trauma Ash ever experiences. Trauma wasn't really trauma, was more tests of the bond, showing the bonds of the partnership and brotherhood between Ash and Pikachu. Mystery of Mew, to be one. Most trauma I think Ash suffered in the Hoenn region, if I'm going by the movies. Probably. No, Mew also got dark because Ash technically did die again, because the white blood cells in the Tree of Life. And then almost ready to sacrifice himself again. And then there was a movie where he legitimately drowned. Nothing fantastical, nothing crazy. Fucker just drowned to death. Dramatic. But then, again, back to came Sinnoh, where Ash is involved in a full-on war to save the world. And he's a part of a Trojan trilogy to help prevent it by the spirits of the lake. And to help defend and save the rules of time and space. That's insane. You know what the lesson about them is the better, because the most they suffered was just a more high-tech gang in Team Rocket and Team Plasma, which, God, they were just nothing. they were nothing. And even in the movies, I can't think of much of anything traumatic happening to Ash in the movies a year ago. So in those movies, he died and resurrected God, went to hell to save Dawn in the reverse world. So it had some of the craziest movies. But then came college for day one. Day one of being in college, he jumps off of a building. But then came the actual team flare stuff, where Ash was kidnapped and held to be reborn. So, I'm going to continue this later.